Welcome to this Advanced Technology Group Level Up video for IBM Storage Ceph. Today's session is entitled IBM Storage Ceph with IBM Storage Insights. My name is John Schubeck and I will be your host for this video. And there are several phases and tasks we must step through to accomplish this goal. I've tried to organize them in a easy to read fashion, top row being dashboard settings, middle row being user settings, again within the Ceph environment, and then finally at the bottom, the IBM Storage Insights tasks. We will step through these one at a time with a live demo. Let's proceed now. And the first thing I'd like to do is log into IBM Storage Insights itself, this being the cloud service of IBM to help us remotely monitor our storage platforms and also provide a link and launch mechanism to actively administer them on-site. And the IBM Storage Ceph systems are found under Resources, Unified Storage Systems. So navigating to the menu bar, the pull down, and we see I already have two IBM Storage Ceph clusters on premises that are being monitored by IBM Storage Insights in the cloud. Our cluster ID, the IP address, and which version we're running. These two are running version 7. And now let's take care of task number 1, which is to configure call home within our IBM Storage Ceph dashboard. Logging into my Bootstrap node here as the administrator, username and password. And we see our IBM Storage Ceph dashboard showing the number of hosts, number of pools, how much storage is being consumed, which version I'm running, which is 7.1. And across the top, settings, configure IBM call home. And we will fill out this property page here, beginning with the IBM customer number. That entry is mandatory. Some of these others are optional, but nonetheless, I will submit my first name, last name, email address. Scrolling down a little bit, my contact phone number, country code coming next. By the way, country code is optional, but I put in US anyway. And same thing here, address. I'm putting in the physical street address of the data center where this IBM Storage Ceph system is living. Our next task is to configure the IBM Storage Ceph call home agent. In the navigation panel, opening the administrative group manager modules, we see a call home agent module, clicking edit. Many of these things are now pre-populated from the settings I put into the call home creation. However, there are a few down at the bottom that are important. And so let's go down to, very important, the owner company name, IBM, owner email. I'm going to enter yet again my first name and last name, my IBM ID, tenant ID, globally unique tenant ID as defined by your call home customer ID. And if you would like, you can expand those settings in the call home agent with that down arrow. You can collapse it again. Let's go back to the dashboard. We'll configure call home now. Now a little bit of a wrinkle here. Across the top, click Settings, IBM Storage Insights, and we see our call home information pre-populated. Click Fetch Tenants. All the check marks go, but tenants is blank. Why? Because this is the third system I'm putting in. And the very first system, that will get populated with your tenant name, and you can click Update. For now, I'll just click Cancel. It is updated behind the scenes. We just can't see it. Now it is time to create our IBM Storage Insights read-only user for on-premises. So in the dashboard, across the top, Settings, Users, create a username. I'll call it S-Control. A password that's easy for me to remember, but difficult for others to guess. A password expiration date. A little bit of a security safety tip here. A full name. An email address. And very importantly, changing the role, or rather adding a role to be a read-only dashboard user. So click on the pencil or the pen, scroll down, select read only, click create user. I don't want to change my password at the next login. Here we go. And I have a warning. Why is this? I must have goofed on the password time to live. So let's go ahead and edit this user again. Oh yeah, sure enough, I have only 24 hours left on my password. Let's use the pull down calendar again to navigate out a full year to October of 2025. Selected, click edit to commit changes. Now we have a full year before this password must be reset. Now we are going to configure our cross-origin URL settings in the navigation panel, administration, manager modules, dashboard group, click edit, scroll down. Why is this important? Because we need to change context between an in the cloud browser experience, IBM Storage Insights, to the on-premises focus in our local browser. And some browsers, and we want to make sure that the service itself will tolerate that. And so in the cross-origin URL property text box, we will paste in a setting that looks like this. IBMStorageInsights.com and localhost. That's all we need to do. Click update. And now finally, the proof point. I'm going to navigate over to my browser page that is continued to be logged into IBM Storage Insights. And there we have a pop-up saying we have a new call home device to add into our dashboard. Would you like to do that? Yes. So there is IBM Storage Ceph. Select it, click approve. Done. Click close. Now at this point, what I need to do is refresh my page. We don't need the pop-up anymore. Go ahead and refresh my browser page view. And at this juncture, I should see my third IBM Storage Ceph cluster, and there it is. And on this page, we see the high-level summary information, the cluster ID, which version of software it's running, how many hosts, how much capacity, what's the utilization of capacity, and a link of an IP address to get us back on premises in our same browser window. And we will log in with that read-only account, S-Control. And we can log in now with our S-Control user account and password. No, we cannot configure telemetry. We're read-only here. And we have our IBM Storage Ceph dashboard matching up the cluster ID with the line item we saw within the Insights page. And navigating down to a variety of groups and property pages, we can view things, but there is no create or edit button because we are read-only. Same thing in the dashboard. There we go. And we'll log out of S-Control. And so very easily, we will change context to my other browser that's already still logged into IBM Storage Insights. And let's revisit this line item and the information we are presented with. The cluster ID, the IP address for on-premises, which version it's running, what's the state of the cluster, online, green, and ready, how many object storage daemons, how much used capacity, available capacity, total capacity, and of course the number of cluster hosts, how many monitors, how many managers, and on the far right, if we want to remove this cluster from Insights, we can do so, finishing off with our top-level Insights dashboard. Let's do a recap of what we accomplished today. On the top row, IBM Storage Ceph call home tasks, configuring call home, configuring the call home agent, and configuring IBM Storage Insights from the dashboard. In the middle, still in the dashboard, creating that read-only user for Lincoln Launch, and also configuring cross-origin URL settings so that our Lincoln Launch will be successful in a single browser dashboard page. Finally, at the bottom, IBM Storage Insights tasks, discovering that newly configured cluster, and then navigating to the resources unified page and clicking that IP address to launch a dashboard session on premises, all in the same browser window. If you would like to learn more about IBM Storage Ceph, I call your attention to these 3 IBM Red books. IBM Storage Ceph Concepts and Architecture Guide, the IBM Storage Ceph Solutions Guide, has a really good chapter about watsonx.data and Ceph. And then finally, Unlocking Data Insights and AI, a platform paper for IBM watsonx.data and beyond. This concludes our Advanced Technology Group Level Up video for IBM Storage Insights and Ceph. My name is John Schubeck. Thanks very much for watching.